Happy New Year, 49er faithful. Happy 2024. You know how we do it, baby. Yeah. Woo. Oh, man, so much to get into, man. We kicked this 2024 off just the way I wanted it. We came out with the #1 seed, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Mission Possible 6. Getting ready to happen right now. It starts now. That's what I'm talking about. I hope you guys can hear me over this music good, but I'm going to turn the music down. Man, we got a lot to get into, guys, a lot to talk about. Just have some fun, you know. It's always going to be some fun having the 49er faithful on, watching the show, and we going to go ahead and check in. We're going to check in with our boy, Niner Rio, all the way from Las Vegas, man. We had a couple of audio issues, but let's see if we get it all worked out. Bring my boy in here. Niner Rio, can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me.
No, I'm just kidding. What's up, baby?
I thought I was like, oh no, here we go again.
I'm good.
Oh man, nice. Well, I'm glad you were able to fix the problem, man. You got a little late start here, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay when you're #1 seed. You know what I'm saying? Nothing phases you anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's time to party, man.
#1 seed. #1 seed. Yeah. Time to party, man. We went down. We was on the strip New Year's Eve, man. You know, it's funny. I live in Las Vegas. For the first time, I actually did New Year's Eve on the strip.
You did? Oh, yeah, that had to be cool.
Yeah, it was cool. But see, I didn't know. They lock you into the strip.
Right.
Like they lock the whole strip down so nobody go in
Don't
and
go
out.
in and out. Okay. So you got to get there early to claim your spot somewhere and like.
Well, I got a hotel and stuff, you know, so we just stayed down there.
Oh, man, that's nice. That's nice. What hotel you stay at?
I was right there at the Harris.
Harris? Oh, you're right in the thick of things right there. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I was right across the street from Caesars. You know, it was just hard to get any, rooms for everything was crazy prices. So,
man, yeah, New Year's Eve, man, that's a big event for Las Vegas, just like it is in New York City, you know, and everything. So, man, I'm glad you had a great New Year's Eve. Excuse me, bringing in the New Year's in Las Vegas. And, the 49er faithful, of course, hey, we woke up on fire after the 49ers beat the Washington Redskins 27-10. And not only that, woo, how about that upset win in Philadelphia?
How about them Cardinals, baby?
Ooh, I gotta give a little applause for that, man. Do I even have an applaud effect for that, man? Let me see. I don't, but I got applause right here, but I don't know if you can hear it. That's loud. It's not even loud enough to hear it. Hear that? Yeah. You know, but hey, you know what? It's always a party, you know. Let's get 2024 started. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, I want to give a couple of quick shout, man. Our boy Tim Diaz checked in, man. You know, the one that has a big TV, so we're like on this TV, I think, and it's looking really big. So happy New Year to you, Tim. And you know what? The man's going to be, he says he's going to be celebrating a birthday on the 27th. So, and he's going to be turning the golden year. Let's see. Oh, he said it'll be 50 years old, man. Congratulations, Tim, man. 50 years old, right? Welcome to the 50 Club, bro. Nice. Yeah, we wish you the best. We wish you the best, Tim, and happy birthday. I know you're probably going to have a 49er party coming up on January 27th. Might as well just go to Vegas and have it because that's where we're all going to be soon, right? Oh, man. I'm telling you, I'm so happy and fired up, man. I can't, you know what I mean? No, like I said, we got the win in Washington, which was expected, even though get into a little of that. But you know what? Arizona beats Philadelphia in their own backyard. I couldn't believe it because they were like, I was checking the score, and they looked like it wasn't looking good.
No, it wasn't.
They would look like that they're going to not get that victory. It looked like they were struggling a little bit, but man, I kept checking in too, and I said, "Whoa, wait a minute! These guys are close to tying it up."
Yeah.
Said, and so I think what happened, Niner Rio, is that the Eagles haven't found their wings yet because we clipped them off of them when they played us.
They got clipped, man.
They're not flying no more. Only one game in the last 5 weeks since they played us. They're not flying high no more.
Isn't that crazy?
Not romping around singing their little eagle fly songs, anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're done. They're done.
They ain't getting enough pushing in the tushing, huh?
Oh my goodness!
They need some more push in that tush. I don't know. Make them wake up.
Right, exactly, man. So I'm like, whoa, I was like, go on, Arizona. So, but man, I'm proud to them birds down there. A little Kyle Murray. I mean, they didn't have to. It's not like they had to go out there and play their best.
Like Merry Christmas.
Right? They were like,
New Year.
They were like, you know what? Let's play spoilers. Maybe help our boys up there in San Francisco. Help get that number 1 seed. It all worked out for the greater good, right?
Chili Will, you know what's funny, man?
Talk to me.
These Eagles fans, man. I told you I feel like Eagles fans are some of the worst fans out there. Have you seen the videos out there? These people are calling for Nick Sirianni's head, man.
I know.
Like, are you serious? Y'all just got bad memory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, first, he's a genius.
Yeah, because last year he killing everybody, and now
even this year he's a genius.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
he was 10-1
part of the season. Yep.
Right, he was 10-1 genius, and then all of a sudden, now y'all want to get rid of him. Y'all want to fire him. Y'all calling for Doug Peterson to come back.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Man, real, I've been trolling these guys so bad the last few days. And there was one cat, man. I got a lot of respect for him because to me, he's like a true Eagle fan because, he wears his feathers proud. And he's always making them little TikTok videos and, clowning every team. He's doing his thing, just like, we do our thing for our Niners. He's doing his thing for his Eagle fans, So I give him a little respect because at least he admits, when they lose, and he admitted when he lost to us, he came on and said he didn't go hiding like the rest of them Eagles, that just flew off
right
to the horizon. He stuck around. He was on his camera phone doing this thing. He said, yeah, we got beat. We got beat by the Niners, and this, that. And and if anything, he's always the guy that's romping around with his chest puffed out, always talking some crazy smack because, he's feeling himself. The team's doing good, whatever. Just like we feeling ourselves. So, so I don't have a problem with him, but I'd be trolling on his little Instagram and stuff, and I guess he went live today, so he was talking to one of his boys, and they're talking about what's going on, and like they just needed therapy for each other, you know what I'm saying? Because they're just so sad and brokenhearted that their Eagles are just not playing well, and like you said, crying and want the coach's head and everything. So. I'm typing my, trolling, just typing my 2 cents, but I wasn't saying nothing bad. I wasn't trying to like come out rude or anything. But what's funny though is that there was a guy on there while I was chatting and posting stuff. There's a guy from Baltimore Ravens, and this cat come out of nowhere talking about, yeah, we beat you guys on the 26th. And I said, oh, really? I said, you happy about that? That's just a seasonal game. And then I typed them back. I said, can you do me a favor and tell me who had more yards, Jackson or Purdy in that game? I said, we beat ourselves. Thank you very much. Y'all didn't do nothing. We ain't scared of you neither.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about it last week. Ravens think they're going somewhere. But we all know they always have great seasons. But when it comes to the playoffs, what happens?
Hey, if they make it there, they make it there. And plus we got
Thank you.
We already got some tape on them, so we're gonna be cool. So I'm not even worried about that. I'm not even worried about that.
People don't realize, Rio, that Niners did not bring the A game. They did not bring the dog, right? Because you remember you even said it. You said there was something wrong about this picture. These guys were just patting each other on the butt, hey man, hey, great job, whatever, like they were friends.
Yeah.
And we were all sitting here confused, wondering what the hell are these guys doing? Why is it? But I think there's something going on, Rio. There's something about all that was going on. I think that was for the greater good here because they're probably saying, you know what? We're going to come here and play you. And okay, you guys obviously got the best of us. Boy, threw some interceptions, whatever. No one's going to win, turn the ball over 4 or 5 times. Let's just face it, right?
Right.
But it wasn't like we couldn't move the ball on you. It wasn't like we couldn't execute on you. It wasn't like your defense shut us down because they didn't really. I mean, you look at the yards, we obviously showed up, but we just didn't show out.
Right.
Okay. But the Niners are probably going, you know what? We're going to play these guys, but we're going to play a very vanilla game. We're going to play a vanilla game. We're going to play a little head game with these guys because just in case we see these guys again in the Super Bowl, we don't want to show them everything right now. I'm willing to bet you Kyle Shanahan probably thought, let's not give them too much on the tape now. Let's wait. If we go to the big dance together, let's see who's going to dip who.
Yeah, I think there was definitely a point in the game where they said they chalked it up as a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that was sort of in the third quarter,
mm-hmm.
sometime, like late in the third quarter. And so at this point, I feel like he's just getting tape and he's putting together what he got put together.
Yes.
I'm really not worried about that loss.
Me neither.
For me, the biggest deal for me was trying to win the Washington game and then the Rams, us playing the Rams and seeing what happens there because we're division rivals. And I don't want them to stop us from getting number 1 seed if things had played out a different way. But seeing how they played out, Rams are in.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to probably rest people.
Mm-hmm.
We resting people. It's already been confirmed that CMC is not playing.
Good.
But to me, everybody shouldn't play.
Right.
Like, I feel like, honestly,
Well, yeah, they can't rest everybody. We all know that. But the key guys. Yes, CMC. That's what I mean. Obviously, CMC is not going to be in. I'm sure Trent Williams is not going to play. I'd be surprised if Brock Purdy gets out there, but if he does, he probably won't play long. He might maybe take a quarter or so, but why risk him to anything foolish?
I wouldn't, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I wouldn't. My main starters, what's the point? Anybody with any little bitty like health issue,
right?
They're not playing.
You're healing them. Let them have heal time.
Because this is good time to me. This is great time for backups to play. Yes. Especially backup quarterback.
Yes.
Backup running back.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, let's get out there, man, because just in case anything crazy happens, you got some good reps in.
Exactly.
So look. This game.
I'm on board with you, Rio.
This game is I'm gonna give you guys the golden nugget already. Don't touch this game.
We're getting the golden nugget already?
Don't touch this game next week. Leave that game alone. That is like the biggest unknown game on the planet because we don't know who is going to play. I mean, Niners win, lose, it doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter. So don't even put a dime on that game because you could bet the Rams and the Rams not playing their starters. You know, who knows? Because they might want to rest up because they got to play a game after this one. So it's more to their advantage to take a rest.
Yes, that makes sense. You still got the Seahawks, man, kind of, they got some feathers caught in the door. They might, depending on what happens between, I guess, them and Green Bay next Sunday, right? Because they're both 8-8, right? So if Green Bay loses and maybe the Sea Turds get their wing caught in the door, they might get in. They might get in too and, see what happens there. Because Green Bay, I know you've been talking about the Los Angeles Rams being on fire, but I think Green Bay is getting a little hot too, from what I've been hearing. I haven't been watching them, but they're all right. I mean, I hear the defense is kind of stepping up a little bit, and for telling you know how it is though. So some years, some teams, they catch fire at the right time, just by accident. I mean, anything can happen. That's why we can't, let our guard down against anybody. And it's great that the Niners have this time off to heal. But we want to make sure that these guys are ready to go.
Yeah.
And I judging on looking in the past of the season, We had 5 wins. Then we, went on the 3-week skid row of losses until we hit the bye week. Guys got some rest. And then guess what happened? The boys come back out smoking hot. Which I think was against, what was that? I think the first game, was it the Seattle, up in Seattle, Thanksgiving?
No, coming back, you mean after the injury?
Wait a minute.
That was Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule.
I remember because I how much money I put on it. Yeah.
I hope you won. But yeah, the boys came out. The boys came out on fire, took care of business, and we're rolling for the next 6 games until a little run with the Ravens. And again, I ain't sweating the Ravens. The AFC team, we don't care about them. Whatever. Like I said, don't even think they're going to make it in the play.
Right.
I don't think they're going to make the AFC championship personally, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But people coming at me, hey, Chili Will, are you worried? No, I'm not worried. What makes you think I'm worried? Shoot. Is anybody looking at the numbers? Here. Okay, let me just post this up for you. Do you think I'm worried? Brock Purdy, number 1 most passing yards in a season for a San Francisco 49er quarterback, 4,280 yards, and he ain't done yet, I don't think.
He's a game manager.
Yeah, he's just a game manager. That's all he do. Mm-hmm. He gets his numbers, but he's a game manager. Christian McCaffrey, we got another blood here.
Christian McCaffrey was a bad trade.
Yeah, he was a bad trade for us. Everybody was saying Christian McCaffrey, he shouldn't go to the 9. And y'all eating crow now. 2023 yards. I don't know, was that receptions or whatever? I can't even see my thing. Let's see, what is that? Total yards. Okay, total yards. Yeah, because he's doing it all.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Ayuk. He's got 1,317 yards receiving yards.
George Kittle. Brand new life with Ayuk when Brock Purdy took over.
George Kittle with 1,020 yards receiving yards, and Debo with 1,084 total yards. Man, and he could probably still get over 1,000 yards just in receiving.
That looks like an even spread to me, man. We got 3,000 yard receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Man, come on, dude. That's what I call a game manager. I like him managing my game.
So
I'm cool with that.
Let's let everybody just keep doing their damn talking about our boy Brock Purdy. Oh, now that Jackson has the best record, he's gonna get MVP.
That's fine.
We don't care about no damn MVP. Our sights on something bigger than the MVP, and we all know what that is. That's the Vince Lombardi, baby. That's the only hardware that we care about. That little plastic MVP, little trophy and stuff to sit on the mantle. We don't care because you know why? San Francisco 49er faithful. We all know everybody's MVPs on this team, baby.
Mission Impossible.
Debo, IU, George. Oh, Mission Impossible. It's happening. And we got MVPs all over this team, man. That's why we are who we are. And just like everybody's saying, we come in the healthiest team in this playoffs. It's game over.
It's a wrap.
I ain't sweating nobody. I ain't sweating nobody in this NFC. I don't care who we play. Philadelphia. Wait till we see you again, guys.
Please do.
I hope we do.
Please.
I hope we do see you again. Please.
Oh, Lord.
I'll make sure I get a front seat to that one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. Oh, man, 49 faithful of you tuning in, man. Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, man. Show some love, man. But, yeah, we talking about the 49ers defeat Washington. How'd you guys feel about that? Were you like on Sky 9 or Cloud 9 or what? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then have to hear the news. Oh, I didn't know what to do with myself for a day.
Dude, I
couldn't wait for the show to talk to you about this.
I ran around the house like the Cardinals was my favorite team. When the Cardinals beat Philly, I was screaming louder than like when the Niners beat Washington. I just, I was like, yeah, good job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good job.
Yeah.
Golf clap.
Yeah, golf clap.
When Arizona beat Philly, I felt it was like The Rock. When he was wrestling.
Uh-huh.
And everybody goes crazy. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. I was so excited. I was like, wow, you serious? Y'all
Yeah.
really that bad right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
kept telling people, I'm like, Philly is the worst 10-1 team that I've seen in a while. They're the luckiest 10-1 team I've seen in a while. But people kept saying they find a way to win. No, man, they got lucky. They didn't find
Yes.
ways to win.
Yes.
They got lucky. They didn't want to acknowledge that. I said KC should have beat them. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys should have beat them. The
Mhm.
Bills should have beat them.
Yep. We should have beat them last year. Like I said, if Purdy was we all know, and this is why we've been saying Philadelphia. No, I know y'all want to always say we're crying because the quarterback got hurt. Well, anybody would be upset about that if they lost their number one quarterback. But lucky for y'all, like I said, and I say it again, if Brock Purdy had played that game, I guarantee you, we probably would have walked away with that NFC Championship last year and found our way in the Super Bowl, without a doubt, in my mind. But you know what? It is what it is. Things happen for a reason. All right. The man, got the elbow all jacked up and everything. Okay. He get worked on over on the off season. Guess what? Rio.
They did some good work, man.
Yeah, they
He broke
rebuilt him.
he broke the record, right?
Yes.
That's
He
crazy. You
they
come
rebuilt
back.
this man's arm so that now he's
Okay.
gunslinging and he's breaking records now.
Okay.
So maybe
Game manager though.
Yes, yeah, he game manager. But some things have to happen bad to happen good later. We don't see it because we're thinking like, oh man, here we go. But man, somebody else, I think the man upstairs watching over this brother because he's right with the man. He probably said, listen, we got to do some work on that arm. So I'm gonna have to maybe take you out at your most climactic moment. Get you squared away for next season because guess what? I got big things for you. I got big doors to open for you.
Big doors.
Matter of fact, we're knocking the hinges off the doors. That's how big it is.
We are.
It don't get no better than that. You gotta understand that, people. You gotta understand it. He was talking to what's a old quarterback, Nick Mullins. Do you remember Nick Mullins had that same issue, elbow he had to get operated on. He told Brock Purdy, he said, listen, man, don't worry. He said, as the season goes on, you notice it's gonna get better. Brock Purdy said, damn, he's right. Told him, he said, man, you're right. It is feeling better. Ooh, I was looking like it too. Look at, man, all the yards you're getting, boy. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Man, shit, nothing to worry about here. Oh my God.
I'm just loving the way that the NFC. I'm just gonna be real. There's nobody I'm afraid of in the NFC.
Nope. I'm not anymore.
Like there's no one in the NFC.
And I mean, honestly, my biggest concern was Eagles, but until the brothers showed up all in black, you know what I'm saying? I knew they were ready to take care of business that day. And man, they put the smack down on these cats. Like I said, we knocked the wings off these guys. They ain't been flying straight since, and they've been having trouble. And so they're not a concern anymore because their defense is weak. They're ranked like 29th, 30th in the NFL. I mean, they're like the least of the worries right now, But again, it's playoff time. It's going to be happening, especially after this next following coming Sunday. Not to say can't take anybody for granted because we all have seen crazy things happen. If you've been watching football long enough, we've seen some of these teams rise from the ashes out of nowhere and make a run. So we have to be cautious of that. The Niners have to be cautious of that and just make sure that they bring their A game and make sure, they're ready to play to their standards, not nobody else's standards, but their standards.
Hands down, for real.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. So, game coming up next Sunday against the Rams, going to be here in Levi Stadium. So the Niners have the chance to, of course, sweep the division once again, beat all these teams, beat everybody twice except for Rams. So we got the Rams on Sunday. Real, considering obviously with what's going on playoffs, we know, like you said, we're going to probably rest players, and obviously some are not going to play. I don't know the Ram situation. They might take it a little personal and be like, well, you ain't going to beat us today, so we might start all our guys. I don't know. Do you think Stafford is going to play for the Rams this Sunday?
I don't think so. He shouldn't. I think they should definitely rest him so that they could play the real game, which is the week after they play us. It makes no sense if they have smart coaches, they would rest him, Cooper Cup, and number 17. You know, they all three of them should rest, 100%, and so that they could be ready.
Yeah,
But
let's just have a good game of the backups playing each other this Sunday. How about that?
But I would love if they play their starters.
Oh.
And then we rough them up a little bit.
We still beat them.
Rough them up a little bit before their game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing you got to think about too, right? Why would we play our starters knowing that the Rams are going to be going after us like crazy? Yeah. I'm not saying people, I'm not saying they're trying to, target us as far as like, Bounty Gate. But trust me, it might be Bounty Gate. Think about it, man.
Hey, you can't put anything past nobody in this league. It was really, just to talk about games. Our wonderful friends down there in Arlington, Texas, man. That game against the Detroit Lions. What'd you think? I just want to get your input, but what'd you think about that craziness at the end? Was that legit? Call with homeboy offensive lineman checking in and stuff. Did he get the call right? Was the ref's fault? Their fault? What's your 2 cents on that, Rio? Just curious.
Where do I live?
Jerry's refs, man, right?
I live in Vegas. I can tell you one thing about.
I was thinking about. Hey, that's what I started thinking about. I said, "What was the spread on this game?" I want to know what the spread was on this one, boy.
The spread was three and a half.
Oh, really?
So if like that killed me, right? Because they only won by 1 point. Yeah. I was hoping that Detroit was going to go for one, so Dallas could try to go for a touchdown in overtime. So I couldn't believe that they went for two.
Yeah, well, it's kind of stupid, huh? I mean, I know they say that the coach tends to do that a lot or whatever, but I'm like, why? I mean, especially after what happened, the first time not getting them 2 points, they should have just went ahead and kicked it.
I would have straight kicked it.
Right.
I got it. Okay, first time you tried it, it was cool. Stupid. Second time, then there's then you try it again, and then there's a still doesn't work. Something happened. Dude, kick the extra point. That's a sign. Take the power away from the refs. Don't let the refs have the power.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Look, they need to do something. In my opinion, what they should do is that, because they have microphones, it should be a situation when somebody reports, somebody says, I need to report, they need to press a little mic thing on their shirt and say, go ahead and report. And they say, I want to report such number. All the other refs hear that number.
But isn't that what they usually do? I mean, that was kind of missing in that game. But usually, I think when someone checks in, I usually hear them say, so-and-so players checking in, whatever. I'm thinking that, you
I'm
do
just
hear
saying,
I heard an announcement on that one.
Yeah, I didn't hear no announcement. And then I don't know how they report it. They're supposed to report it to the other team. Right. Let them know. So all I'm saying, if they have a system where when they report, all the refs hear it, hear the player saying it.
Right.
Hey, number 70 reporting, or number 60, whatever the number was, reporting. And they all hear it, then we're good. Then the other ref goes over and does what he does. So if there's a mistake, dude say, no, I heard on the thing, I heard the number. You made a mistake. but it's sad because my boy, that's a Detroit Lions fan, he
Mm-hmm.
called me an hour before and said, "Listen, Detroit can beat Dallas, right?"
Mm-hmm.
He said Detroit could beat Dallas. He said, if I was you, I'd take Detroit on this game. But I'll tell you one thing: if the game is close,
Mm-hmm.
Detroit will lose on some referee BS. He straight
Mm-hmm.
told me that,
Wow, that's some straight
and
intel right there.
it was crazy. He said it. He's like, every time Detroit plays Dallas on some sort of big game,
Mm-hmm.
referee always does something crazy.
There's Jerry's refs. He probably just dropped that cash in the pocket, send that check to you.
It's automatic, man. There's certain things, man. They got a little conspiracy video out there talking about how ever since NFL has been cool with gambling,
Mm-hmm.
there's certain referees that
Mm-hmm.
that have been notorious for the spread outcomes of the
Illuminati.
games that
Illuminati.
favor Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there about how the NFL has registered their organization as an entertainment
Mm-hmm.
organization, which is the same as WWE, entertainment. So they're saying it's fake.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe that part.
Right.
I don't
Right.
believe that the NFL is fake. There's too many people that would have to be involved
Yeah.
for it to be fake. I
Right.
do 100% believe that there is manipulation in the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and in all sports that has to do with
Right.
gambling. There's going to be manipulation. There's been manipulation since back in the days with boxing. Boxing used to be the most notorious one without taking a dive, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So all I'm saying is that I give you an example. Last night, did you watch the college games?
Yes, I saw the
Did you?
first. I saw the whole first one. I didn't see the whole Washington, but I saw the ending.
You needed okay. The Washington ending. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's no way, in my opinion, that Texas should have had an opportunity to even come close to winning that game.
Yeah.
It was locked in. Washington was celebrating on the side.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, dude,
Oh boy wants to
why
run into the kicker. Why?
why you running? And no, not only that, but why you're running before that happened?
Uh-huh.
Why are you running the ball and
Oh.
get your running back hurt? Why are you not kneeling the ball?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There's no reason to run it.
Nope. You're
There's
right.
no reason to run it. Kneel the ball, and then when he got hurt, what happened? It automatically stopped the clock.
Yep. Yeah.
Gave them all that time. Gave them 50 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
They had no timeouts. No timeouts. And
Yep.
all of a sudden they had 50 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. I
Come
know,
on.
man. I know that was looking pretty interesting to me too. And I'm watching that game. I tuned into the last minutes of it, and I couldn't believe what was going on. I was just like, man, because I want Washington to win personally, but it's gonna be exciting game next week when they play Michigan.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's gonna be a crazy game.
who do you like between them two teams? What do you think?
It's funny because I've been betting with my pocket, right?
Uh-huh.
Not my heart. I'm a Michigan fan. My
Oh.
two favorite college football teams from since I was in high school, Michigan and Florida State.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And my dream was Michigan against Florida State, which I thought was going to happen until the quarterback got hurt. So my thing is that last week or this weekend, I bet on Alabama.
Mm.
I bet with my pocket because I didn't think that their quarterback, Michigan's quarterback, McCarthy, was going to be able to step up.
No, you know what?
Against
A few times you almost gave that away, man.
Yeah.
The first throw, I think you almost threw an interception. Lucky homeboy didn't step out of bounds. And he jumped up and leaped for that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow. He's giving this game away already, man. I did not want to see Alabama, come win the game.
So I had mixed feelings because I was like, man, my pocket wants Alabama to win, but I wanted Michigan to win. So
Yeah.
I was happy. And then I made mistake number 2 because I really like Michael Penix Jr. and I wanted Washington to win, but I felt like Texas looked so strong the whole year.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that Washington had went against their defense was good enough to stop Texas. Their defense was like amazing.
Yeah.
So I picked Texas. So I had both of them wrong this weekend.
Oh man.
The only thing I did right was I picked the over for that game. And that was an automatic situation. But it's sometimes, that's why I tell my guys, man, I do not bet with my heart. If I feel like the Niners are gonna lose, I don't even bet on the game. I'm not gonna bet against them. But I won't bet on the game. Like Niners and the Warriors, the only teams I will not bet against. I just won't bet.
Right.
But
same here. I can't do it.
Yeah, I would never bet against them.
Hey, let me ask you this question. Getting back to our Niners. So we kind of went off course there, but that's just how we do because we're hanging out and just having fun. How important is it to get our boy Eric Armstead back in this lineup? Because to me, the Niners, not to say that obviously didn't play. I mean, this game against Washington, we had like 2 picks, I think, 2 interceptions, which was good. And but still, missing the presence of Eric Armstead being up there on the line, because I mean, he's obviously a game changer, game wrecker when he's up on the line. These guys can't run the ball on it so effectively and so forth. And I know he's been having this foot issue going on. But do you think he's going to be well enough to come back to play in this divisional game on the 21st, whatever?
I'm hoping so. It would be nice to have him. Who knows? But what I'm thinking is that if we don't have him back for that game, I think we'll be okay that first game we play because we're going to play the lowest seed available when we actually play.
Yeah.
I want him ready for that NFC Championship.
Yeah, definitely that one for sure.
Because we're going to be there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no doubt in my mind. Like I said, it's so important that these guys are getting this rest and be able to heal up. And, because thank God a lot of them are just nicks and bruises. I guess I learned and heard that Ambry Thomas, I think he broke his hand. And they said he was supposed to get surgery on his hand. So don't know if or how long that might keep him out. He might still play with a cast on his hand. I don't know. Hopefully he might be quite healed or ready to go. If not divisional game, maybe the NFC Championship. So
that's crazy how these players could just heal up so fast, man.
Isn't it? I tell you, but
I break anything. I'm out for 2 years.
Yeah. It's out for 2 years.
I'm out for 2 years.
I know. Tell me about it, man. But it's going to be important. Guys get this rest. They're going to be so locked in, so ready because obviously they know this is going to be a goal once again, a golden window opportunity to bring Mission Possible 6 to the Bay with our 6th Vince Lombardi championship. And I don't know. I just feel like this is just things are rolling. Things are feeling red and gold good. And, I want to give a shout out to the 49er faithful that showed up out there in Washington. My boy Monty, couldn't make the show tonight, but he was there at the game. He was telling me, he said, man, we got about 70, 80% fans riding up in this bad boy. I said, really? Yeah. Niner faithful, man, always showing up at the games, man, making these games like home games for our boys, man. And like I said before, that means a lot to these players, to be able to look up in the stands, see all the red jerseys, see everybody cheering, and, for our boys. And that just gives them that extra motivation to go out there and play harder. Because, going back east, like Tone always says, he's never crazy about these back east games because, they can fly 3,000 miles and then they got a 10 o'clock game, 10 o'clock our time. And their minds ain't woken up. And I was, a little frustrated watching this game because I'm like, man, what, Niners are missing, the missed tackles, they got tackle better and all this. I'm like, what's wrong with these guys? I thought for sure Chase Young and Bosa were really going to have a field day, but it just seemed like it wasn't, just wasn't happening. And I said to my wife, I said, you know what these guys needed some. It was like halftime. I said, you know what these guys need some serious melon salt. I smell that salt. So what happens in the second half? You know, they showed both on a like sniffing that salt. I go, there you go. There you go. You just need a little salt, man.
Wake up.
Wake up. Yeah, these guys, but man, I saw they showed them a few times, man, just sniffing that smell of salt. And
make sure it's a salt, because I've been seeing this video about these fans sniffing something else on the at the game.
No. But man, I was like, these guys need a wake up call. Get that salt out package, man. Come on, wake up. So I was glad to see, a couple of these fellas that were like hitting that salt, man. Like, okay, now we're awake. You know what I'm saying? And went out there, finished and handled business. And I don't even think they, scored again at second half. And so, Niners did a great job. Like I said, always hard to play back on the East Coast. Any of these games. Even to get up for some of these sorry teams. I mean, sometimes if it ain't happening, it just ain't happening. But San Francisco 49ers complete phase, what is it? Phase 3 of securing the number 1 seed. That's just what we needed for the, excuse me, little cough. But that's just what we needed to get these guys rolling, set up to make this run for the Super Bowl. Got the bye week now, so which is much appreciated. And well, it's gonna be some good playoff fun, man. And I'm telling you, Rio, the Levi is gonna just be off the damn chain come playoff Sunday. And I say playoff Sunday, I'm talking about division game Sunday. So at least we get to sit back. We're gonna get 1 week, and we're gonna get to see Rio who's bringing it, who's not. Because a lot of teams are gonna drop off, man, after next weekend.
So remind me, how many games we got to play to the Super Bowl again?
We got 2 more. We got to play divisional game. We got to play NFC Championship.
Doesn't that feel good?
That feels good. And the good thing about it, they don't have to travel anywhere.
Doesn't that feel good, man?
Come on, traveling.
This is what we worked all year for, man.
Exactly. And I hope that's what Kyle Shanahan is telling these guys in the locker room. Hey, this is what you guys worked hard for.
Yeah.
This is capture this moment.
Yeah.
Capture this moment. Take it with you. Go out there and play why you worked so hard to get to this point, in this season. So I'm expecting the Niners, man. Guess what? No more niceness, no more chumminess. Let's get straight, Spizzarank freaking crazy out there, and let's go and get what belongs to us, which is this long overdue. It's almost been what now? If I'm getting my calculations right, I'm gonna say almost 30 years, right? Since
94.
94. And we're
94,
going
90, I think it's 94, 95 season, something like that.
Yeah.
So now we
30 years, right? 20, 30.
Yeah, 30 years.
It's time.
It's 2024. That four might be it, man. Let me look it up. Let me see when's the last time we won championship. I think it's 94.
Yeah, no, you're right. 94.
Okay.
94, 95 season. So that's what I'm saying. We're due. It's been 30 years. It's time to get that sixth trophy on the shelf, and now it's the stars, elements, everything's lined up perfectly. It's time to take advantage of this. We're in the driving seat, man. I'm telling you guys, our 49ers, Brock Purdy company, everybody's just gonna be locked in. They're gonna get it done. They're gonna get it done. And I'm so glad. If you haven't, guys, I'm just telling you now, if you haven't booked your flight tickets, it's definitely a good time to do it now, because the boys are gonna get really expensive, and these coming weeks. Make sure you make your arrangements. If you know somebody in Vegas, hopefully you can stay with somebody, hang out, instead of playing the crazy.
I'm locked in.
The hotel fees out there are just already off. I mean, I was looking at hotels like back when the season started, and they were expensive already. So I was like, man, I can't even imagine how much more expensive, a lot of these, hotels are now.
This week, that Super Bowl weekend is gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know
it's
what?
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like New Year's Eve.
We are in the building come February Super Bowl Sunday, I'm telling you right now, that place is going to be flooded out with 49er faithful from everywhere because the Empire is coming. We're going to be coming strong. We're going to be partying strong, and you better believe it's going to be off the chain. And we're going to have more details about that because once we get our boy Tone back on the show, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things lined up. Of course, a lot of the 49er, chapters and, groups getting together. They're going to be having all kinds of things happening, and it's going to be just so fun. And I don't care. You don't even get tickets to the game, fine, but just come on out. If it's drive worthy enough for you, if you're close enough to drive out there, man, make that drive. Come on out. Because man, we're gonna do it together, faithful. 49 Empire's gonna come together. We're gonna sell. We finally Mission Impossible 6 is about to explode, baby. It's gonna happen. I'm so confident about that. It's gonna happen. There. So before we go, any golden tips or nuggets that you want to pour out, Rio? Anything juicy? I gotta.
I want you guys to do your research because this weekend is going to be crazy. And the reason why I say that, take a look for all the teams that need incentives done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because a lot of people imagine they got to have 75% of their snaps to get a 50%, to $50,000 bonus or $100,000 bonus. People got to get their yardage. People got to get this and that. Look for something that's really attainable. If they have nothing to play for, you might be able to focus on the players and what they need and place individual bets on those players. When it comes to receiving yards, receptions, touchdowns, stuff like that, man, that's where you need like this. I never knew how deep sports betting was until I moved out here. It's on a whole nother level, man. It's on a whole nother level. Now I understand why people they're watching these NFL games like it's not just about the team winning.
Oh, you got fantasy football and everything too going on. Oh man, big on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, next week, and that's another thing. I have my whole year, my confidence league that I need this game is the number one seed is on the line. If I get number one seed, I'll make it like $700. Just for winning.
Oh,
man.
And so you're in fantasy football? You play that?
It's not fantasy. It's a league. Next year we do it. I'm going to invite you to it. I got invited this year. You would love it. It's called a confidence league, and basically say there's 16 games.
Mm-hmm.
The game that you feel most confident in, you give them 16 points.
Oh, okay.
The person you go all the way down to the game you feel the least confident, you give them 1 point. So if you win, say you pick the Niners against the Rams and you give them 16 points, Niners win, you get those 16 points. Then you accumulate all the points from the games you won, and your total points against everybody else, whoever got the most points, they win that week. But every week, they take half of the pot and put it towards the big pot at the end of the season.
Oh, man.
So the top three people, the number one gets the majority of the pot, and number two, and number three. So I was number two for a while. I've won 3 weeks, which is actually a lot. That's tied for the most. I won 3 weeks. I got a lot of points. I know how to bet on the spread. This is with no spread.
Right. Oh,
so you see, Niners playing Washington. I'm giving 16 points.
Yeah,
that's automatic. And Philly is the one that made me lose this week because I gave 15 points to Philly against the Cardinals.
Oh, geez.
But I don't mind that loss.
Yeah,
we got that number one seed.
We said that the number one seed looking pretty now. Yeah. That's good. Oh man, I gotta hook up with you and find out some more about that.
Next year we're gonna do it.
Yes, But 49er faithful, again, happy New Year to you guys. You know, I hope you guys will all prosper and we'll all prosper together. Getting this 6th trophy, man. I know I'm talking too soon, but man, I can't help it. I'm just so excited about it and, you know, thinking about it. And congratulations, the Niners, #1 seed, baby. Boys got it. And, you know, let's go on and listen. Like I said, we get to kind of kick back a little bit right now. You know, we'll see what happens on Sunday. Again, I hope maybe we'll see both backups out there. Maybe let's have a little scrimmage, something, a little backyard play going on, you know, and still make this game count, you know, because I always like to win. As simple as that. And always fun putting away the Division West, you know, fully with both wins on each team. So, but then we got the playoffs next following week. Next Tuesday, we'll get more into that and talk about that. And you know, what do we expect against, you know, who's playing and stuff. Well, you know, we'll have a little playoff talk, Rio, and you know, get more thoughts on that. And but we sit back and enjoy a little football. We're gonna, you know, see who's gonna bring it, who wants it, who don't want it. And we're gonna find out.
Yep, it's gonna be fun.
But thank you to all the 49er faithful, man, have been supporting the channel and checking in and hanging out with us, man. It's just always fun, you know. Really love you guys. And again, remember, your boy just checked in. We got Happy New Year's from Ralph. Gloria, Happy New Year. Right on. Happy New Year to you guys. Like I said, hope you all prosper. Have a blessed, wonderful 2024. And I hope more doors are opening up and, you know, for everybody. And I just wish everybody the best. So with that said, like I said, we'll have more updates of things that are, you know, going to be coming up. Again, if you're going to the game this Sunday, you know, me and my boys, you know, 408 swag, we're out there, pole 20 out there in the green lot. Come on out there. You'll see a lot of other folks out there partying. I mean, it's always a party, man. It's always like a big block party for everybody. 49er faithful in the Blue Lodge, get 9 Empire doing their thing. So, you know, wherever you go, it's going to be some great music. It's going to be some great food. Obviously, some great drinks because everybody loves to drink. And, you know, it's all about getting lit and just let's celebrate, guys. Let's celebrate, you know, this season, man, because the Niners got it done. The Niners got it done, and we're very excited and happy about that. So with that said, guys, we wish everybody the best and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Happy New Year's. And we will see you next Tuesday. This is Chili Will, Niner Rio. Faithful, guys, take care. Let's get the party going right now, baby. I would hit the party home, but I can't find it. I know. We out of here, guys. Have fun. Chili Will checking out. Peace.